From Las Vegas, the entertainment, music, and sports capital of the world, it's the JJ and Johnny Show.
You're listening or watching Las Vegas' favorite morning show at noon. Welcome to the JJ and Johnny Show. I am JJ, and this is a very beautiful blonde version of Johnny. This is
You
actually
like my hair today? Johnny woke up and was like, let's put hair on.
Johnny. You never know. People make all kinds of transitions these days. But this is my friend Danielle Elizabeth. We call her Danny Elizabeth Sawchuck here in town. She's a showgirl, a legit showgirl. She zoomed in on the show really quickly, briefly, but you've never been into co-host with me, so welcome today.
Thank you so much, JJ. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for being out of town, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Cass, tell us. Johnny is making a lot of money in September is what Johnny's doing. But Cass, tell us where Johnny is today.
Johnny right now is in Anaheim. He's playing Austin Powers for RE Plus events, a huge event. He said there's like 40,000 attendees there. So
Seriously?
big old event at the convention center in Anaheim.
That's
So
cool.
He's running the show there. And hopefully he can call in today and check in with us.
Okay, so when Johnny works at these conventions, you know, like anyone who's been to a conference for their company lately, you know, it's really long hours. It's a lot of parties, a lot of high energy. You go, 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 and then you come home and you crash. By the way, you're listening to episode 15 of the JJ and Johnny Show. That's a good-looking graphic right there.
15.
You like that? Can't believe we've been doing this 15 weeks in a row.
Wow.
So it hasn't always been, you know, memorable show, maybe, but we've done it consistently for 15 weeks.
Well, it's memorable today because it's number 15, and I get to be a part of it.
Yes.
So excited.
You know all about it, and 15 shows to you is nothing because
No.
you've been a dancer, a performer here in Las Vegas for years.
Yeah.
What is the most shows you've ever done in 1 week, you think?
Well, Jubilee, so we were 6 nights a week and 2 shows a night. So that's 12 shows. 12 shows, 1 day off. And that was when I went into Jubilee, that was a full contract. Like then they started like messing around with like doing like a 1-show night once or twice a week. But when I first went in, it was 6 shows a week. And Cirque is still very much so like that. Like you do 6 shows, you're there 9 hours. Oh, there we go. There's.
Oh wow! Okay, we're taking a look at Jubilee. Jubilee was one of the longest running shows in Las Vegas
Showgirl
history.
show, yes. And at 34 years, and it was the last type of show in the United States of its kind. So there's like no other showgirl production show like this anymore. You have to go to Paris, France to see something like this, which is super sad. But you know, it was the end of an era, and I'm so stoked that I got to be a part of it. And I was standing on that stage as the final curtain went down, which was a pretty cool thing because most of us, like, you know, maybe 20 years from now, it won't be as relevant, but we all still know Jubilee. Like, you saw Jubilee, you know Jubilee. And now it's interesting. There's like some young dancers. Oh, there I am with my mouth wide open. Yeah, get it, girl.
Yeah, we were looking at those giant company shots, and Danny actually found herself, and then Danny was naming all the dancers. But wait, let's look at that close-up shot again.
There we go. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You just giving it a little
Ooh,
a little
So excited.
Love it.
You know, I share something in common with you. So, of course, I've never been in Jubilee. But when I'm on stage, or especially if I have to do a dance number, like I've done musical theater and stuff, I always do funny things with my lips. It's almost like I bite my lip, like
get
it's
into it.
It's a tick. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's your personality maybe. You're just like,
Yeah.
Look, I'm being cute.
If you're watching today, we want to know, do you have a tick? Do you have any kind of weird thing that maybe like your mom knows about you, maybe your spouse, your best friends give you a hard time because you do this thing all the time? Cass, do you have anything like that?
You know what? I don't know if I specifically have a tick, but I know it runs in my family. My grandfather and my mom, they both do this thing with their tongue where they bite it.
Nuh-uh.
Well, my husband, he
Like,
chews
I
a
hope I don't do
cheek.
that.
My husband will chew chew on the inside of his cheek when he's like thinking or texting. He does
Yeah.
this like. When I first met him, because my husband Murray Sawchuck is a magician, as we know,
Yep.
and when I first met him, and the first few times, like, you know, we were hanging out, and he'd be doing something serious, like texting. I swear to God, I thought that like the magician magically would produce gum in his mouth because I always thought he was like chewing gum, and I would like look over and I'm like, I swear he didn't put any gum in. Where did that gum come
How do you
from?
do that?
But it's just his thing. Like
my
when he's
God.
concentrating, he'll like kind of just like chewing the inside, you know?
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about
So-
you, JJ? Do you have one?
Yeah, I do. I do the thing with my lip. So I think I do weird things with my lip, like when I'm concentrating. I didn't really know it until you watch yourself back on camera.
Ah.
And I remember when I was a little kid, I was in like the local ballet company's production of the Nutcracker.
Oh, how cute. Where are those photos?
Oh,
Cass?
oh my gosh, I have those photos.
Oh my God,
It's when-
I would love to see that.
Me
All the
too.
little kids would line up. I was probably, the first time I did, I was probably like 10 or something. All the kids would line up and the mothers would take turns like drawing circles on the kids' cheeks.
Oh, and that little rosy like
Yeah.
circle with the little
like just really bad makeup. But and this is back, like
Cute.
in the late 80s. So my mom's there with like a big video camera. And I didn't know till I watched it back. I'm like up there dancing and like
and then you're like chewing on your mouth.
doing stuff with my lip the whole time. I'm like, that is really awkward. It's really awkward. Anyway, you make it look easy. You make it look really good. I saw your most recent show at Centerfolds just a few weeks ago.
Yes.
It's something else. We had you on to talk about Murray's Misfits. We still have a picture of this show, and this show's really fun. So Danny is really unique in Las Vegas. First of all, she's smoking hot, as you can see.
Yeah.
And if you're listening on a podcast, look up Danny, Elizabeth, and Murray Sawchuck. You'll see they have a ton of content online. But Danny's unique because not only is she a classic showgirl in the most showgirly sense, but she's a great host as well.
Aw, thanks,
And
JJ.
and you're pretty brave because you get there and get up on the stand-up stages a lot as well.
I've been doing that. Yeah. I literally sweat through my t-shirt. Like it is, I don't know why. Like it doesn't matter how long I've been on stage and what capacity. Going to a comedy club and doing 3 minutes of comedy is the most terrifying thing to me. It still is. Like it's terrifying. I need to do it more. I keep thinking the more I do it, it'll be less terrifying, but no, it's terrifying. I don't know, maybe if I'm just funnier, it won't be as terrifying, but I don't know. It takes so long to be funny.
Well, I listen to a lot of. I'm a huge fan of stand-up, huge fan of stand-up comedy, and I've interviewed a fair amount of comics, and they often say like there's just no substitute for getting out there and even bombing at clubs. Like
That's how they say you learn.
That's part of the deal.
I hate bombing.
Yeah,
I don't want to fail.
Have you bombed? Have you felt it? Have you had it? You've obviously had a joke not
I feel like
land.
I feel like I'm not a true comic. First of all, like I don't go out there. I play it safe. I work on material that as a host, it's a little bit easier to host and be cute and like with a charming edge and a little bit of fun and be a little bit funny.
Are you talking about me right now? No.
You're just the charmist. You're the charmist.
Charmiest.
It's a different thing when you're going out on stage and you're trying to get a joke, like a laugh every 15 seconds, like because that's the rule of comedy. Like a laugh, you gotta hit every 15 seconds. And the rules of three, the structure of it is it's not easy. It's not easy.
I don't even know.
So I play things safe. I need to not be so safe. But it's really hard to be that vulnerable all the time.
Preach.
Well, I think you know some of the subjects that are going to work for you, especially being like a really attractive female, right? And sometimes when you're hosting, you're in Vegas, you're an attractive female on stage, so there's like a certain direction of jokes you can take.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is going to be a little bit different than just going up to the comedy clubs and trying to like slay. It's a little bit different.
I hear you. Do you have any comics that you idolize?
Nikki Glaser.
Yes.
Love her. Love. Chelsea Handler. And lately she is like so edgy, political.
Did you see my post with her?
Oh yes, I did.
I went to
even
her show.
commented.
Okay, this is a perfect
was
time
it?
to say that Chelsea, this was her opening night at the Cosmo. Oh my gosh.
And she got carried out.
Yep, she got carried out
my
by Aussie Heat.
It was Thunder.
Or Thunder.
Thunder, I think.
Okay, Thunder from Down Under. Oops, wrong.
Hunky guys.
Wrong, naked guys. Hey, speaking of funny people, though, we'll talk
Hunky
more about
guys.
stand-ups in a minute, but we have one of the funniest people I know standing by. Is that Austin Powers?
Sexy Groovy right on, baby. Hello, JJ and Danny. I'm here in the lovely city of Anaheim, and I'm at the Renewable Energy Show, better known as the Solar Show. And I had to come to a quiet spot because there's 40,000 people on the show floor, and it was just chaos.
Wow.
Whoa.
We're so excited to see you, Johnny.
Me too.
Sorry, Austin. You're looking great. We named the whole episode after you. Yeah, you're down there just getting things a little funky because every business conference needs a little funk. But something
Yes.
really kind of amazing happened last night.
Yes. Oh, it was incredible. A select group of the attendees, we were at the House of Blues in Anaheim, and I got to host the event, bring the acts on stage. We had country music star Ashley Cook. But then for the headliner, we had the best party band in the country. We had Smash Mouth, and I got to bring them out. And then they said, "Hey, would you mind coming on dancing to Walking on the Sun?" I said, "Are you kidding me? Absolutely,
No.
baby."
Wow.
So I got to join them on stage, and they were absolutely great. I love meeting performers that are so gracious, and love to have other performers share the stage with them. So it was really a fantastic evening.
Oh my God, that's a great memory.
That's so
Was
cool.
the crowd going crazy?
Oh, they were going wild. Corporate crowds. And and to have like them, and it was just their hits for 1 hour, just nonstop Smash hits. And I got to take a lot of photos and interact with people, and it was just a great night. How
God.
often do you get to party on a Monday, other than Las Vegas, baby?
I mean, a little disappointed that Austin Powers left his fembots in the studio.
Yeah.
I know.
what's
I'm
up with
looking at
that?
you. You would have been perfect with the machine gun jubblies. And I have to say hi to Cass. Hello, darling.
Hello, we miss you.
I miss you too. I can't wait to be back.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you've been gone for so long. We're ready to
Yes.
have you back.
We actually figured that you're actually going to be back in studio next week, John. So we're so excited. We're going to have a lot
Next week,
to
and then
talk
I'm gone
about.
again. So you'll have to bring Danny back, or Christina back, or maybe your husband Billy.
Oh, Billy, baby.
Billy.
That'd be
Billy,
fun.
baby.
Hey,
or maybe Murray. Murray would be perfect.
Murray, yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just leave and I'll let Marie and Danny host.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We're
Murray
taking
and
over.
Denny show.
So, hey, Johnny, before you go, I want to tell you what we're talking about today. Oh, yeah, baby.
That looks so funny.
I feel like Danny, coming with you because I'm looking at your big, beautiful teeth. Danny just had like a full dentist appointment yesterday, John.
I did. I did. A couple months ago, I had a tooth ripped out of my mouth, and then I went back yesterday, and I thought they were just making the mold. I didn't know that the making the mold for like the implant also constitutes for 3 long pins that go down into your jaw, and your jaw's like, it's like something out of I swear, like a horror movie. I'm like, you're literally locked into this giant machine and clamped, your jaw open.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
Like all this tragic stuff started going. If there was a fire in the building, I'd be left. I wouldn't be able to move.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, yeah, my jaw's a little sore today, JJ, but that's why we have lots of
Oh,
caffeine.
look,
Yes.
we're caffeining today, Johnny.
Yeah, baby. No drinkies. Oh, there. She's got it. Cass has got it.
Yes. It's the JJ and Johnny show brought to you by Starbucks.
Yes, baby.
Not actually, don't sue us.
Right, there you go. There you go. That's
We
true.
said nothing.
Yes.
All right.
We purchased these ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have we're about to talk about the biggest news in Vegas this week, John. You know, it's the disco show.
Yes. I've seen everybody at it. You were there, right?
I was not there. I was hosting a different event that night, but every single person I know was there. So I have a little bit of FOMO, but
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
good.
seen a
Except
lot
for
of
us.
photos on Instagram. It looks like a wild show.
I'm shocked that you weren't there because you look like you are the
It
disco
looks like I'm
show.
ready to go, baby.
Johnny's doing a show wherever he goes. It's the traveling
Yeah,
Johnny
I am
show.
I am the show, baby.
Yeah, you are.
So
You guys have a great rest of the show. I love you. I miss you. And I'll be back then next week, baby.
have a great conference. Say hi to everybody in Anaheim.
You got it. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Johnny. Oh my God, how fun is that?
I
That's
love
so great.
it. I love it so much.
That's what we've been doing. We've
that's
just
amazing.
been, no matter where we are,
Yeah.
we just, you know,
is
drop
John
into the show.
Is he dropping in as Austin every time? Or is
Oh
this
no! Sometimes he's just regular John.
John.
He was in a hotel room in Manhattan. I was on the ocean in Canada.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God, amazing.
whatever we do, you can't stop the show.
Amazing.
Speaking of not stopping the show, the shows that you've been in continue to evolve. It's so amazing. So wait, let's say goodbye to Jubilee. Do we have one more picture of Jubilee? I just want to take a look at that really, really high-end picture
This one right
of
here?
the 4 showgirls.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this was taken by one of the most well-known photographers, a friend of mine, Denise Trasulo, here in Las Vegas. She's extraordinary. She's the top of the top. And you actually came and saw this picture and named those 4 girls.
Yeah, I worked with them all the way up. That's Taryn and Cosner and Kathy, and I can't see that person from back here. I forget who it is now, but yeah, I worked with all of them. Yeah, it's that happened while I was in the show. And I was in the show for the last 4 years, and it closed. What was that? February 12th, I think, 2016. No, 2016. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which,
right as
oh
I
my
came to
gosh, I
town.
can't even believe that's so long ago now at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
wild.
I know.
Oh my gosh,
Well, the
yeah.
neat thing is, and the reason I actually accessed that photo was because Dita Von Teese has really come back and brought, it's the closest thing to a Jubilee show, but she's
Right.
brought her personal show back to Vegas.
She's using those costumes.
She's using a lot of those costumes.
Yeah.
I was so worried that when her show closed recently at Horseshoe, but she's opening it again
Yeah,
at
at
Belle de Nuit.
Voltaire. Yeah, Voltaire, and that space is so cool. I actually just went and saw Christina Aguilera's last show there.
Did you see it?
I did, and managed to like get down into the front. Like they let us go down there and like
No
have like, so
way.
we got so close. My really good friend, her husband plays horns on stage. Michael, his name is, and then I've got a couple of friends that dance with her as well. So like we were literally down there watching like all of the performers together and like seeing my friends get to do such a cool job. Like so epic. And she sounds so good. Like she's one of those singers that is still good.
Christina?
Yeah. And it completely her voice the entire time. She wasn't tracked. She wasn't. Yeah, it was impressive.
She is a beast, if you think
She
about
is.
it.
She really is.
I mean, there's a very small group of people who are that strong vocally who have maintained their careers over the decades.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And
100%.
she's incredible. So the in-house show at Voltaire is called Belle de Nuit. And it's there's a little bit of a disco resurgence going on right now in Vegas.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say.
Yes.
Right?
I'd
I
say
mean,
so.
For the last 10 years or so, it's all been about like kind of a little bit of a 1920s revival and a speakeasy. Right now, we're easing our way back into like the disco era.
Yeah, and I think there's a revamp, so to speak, of entertainment happening right now in Las
tell me.
Vegas. Just in the sense of like, you know, traditional shows aren't necessarily what is working, I feel, or they're not keeping them. But these things like the disco or at Voltaire, how they're doing like almost like atmosphere type of like dinner and entertainment around you kind of thing.
Okay, I love that you're mentioning this because I've absolutely noticed this as a journalist. In the last 3 years, the buzzword has been immersive. It's an immersive experience.
Right.
Whether it's an immersive art experience at Area 15, which you should definitely check out if you're coming to Vegas, or an immersive show experience where you can kind of dine, chat, drink, and have performers around you and some performance up on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, Vegas has gone
What's
immersive.
at Cosmo too? What's that? The dinner. What is that called? Do you know? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I do.
It was
I
there
do.
not too long ago. But
Yes,
yeah,
I
same
do.
thing.
I
And
know.
performers around. You order drinks and food, and they have different little pop-up like things that are happening, and things like that seem to be lasting.
Yep.
You know, and the overhead is more manageable
Than a
you know,
production
than
show.
a production show to pay a full cast. Like that picture you saw of Jubilee. Look at how many performers. That's not even the full cast. That was just like one quick
So many.
snippet. Yes. Like,
Well,
that's,
I mean, Yeah, but that was a special show, right? I mean, that was
Yes.
Yeah, that
but
was.
we could never have things like that anymore. And that's why Dita,
Right.
she left that theater and now going to Voltaire, she had, I don't know exactly how many people she had, but she had quite of a large cast, and now she's got 10 people.
I counted. So I saw Dita's show, I think, 3 times, and I
Okay.
think there was around 25 people in the
that
cast.
sounds about right.
It'll have to be smaller.
Yeah. Now I know for a fact that there's 10.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
she's-
Especially in that theater, the new space that they're going to.
Dita's very generous, like Dita Von Teese. I followed her career really closely. I got to interview her, and it was weird to me that
Yeah, that was super cool, by the
when
way.
I did the story with her at the news station, about half of the people that I worked with had never heard of her. And I was in LA in the 90s and the 2000s.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you don't know who Dita Von Teese is? Like,
Yeah.
she was such the it girl when it came to that sultry resurgence of burlesque.
Totally.
And she was a cover model just so
I
heavily
feel like
for
for
years.
burlesque, she still really is the only it girl. It's just that a lot of people don't follow burlesque, you know?
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a specialized cocktail, you know, kind of like a whiskey
Right.
drinker, right?
Right.
But the people who do.
Yes.
And
she's a star. I mean,
she's
and
a
when
star.
when you think about like all the movies and TV spots that she's done, people don't realize. Like you next time you watch something and you see a burlesque dancer and it's like a featured spot, 9 times out of 10 it's probably her.
Yeah.
Because she's a star. She's it.
She's that well-known brunette. Okay, let's move on. We want to show you some video actually from the new show, Taking Las Vegas by Storm. It's the disco show. This is brought to you by the folks from a production company called Spiegel World. And this is so important because if you know a Spiegel World show, then you kind of know what you're in for. And that is something really edgy, super fun, and probably something that you get to participate in and laugh a little bit. Like 2 of my favorite shows in Las Vegas, Atomic Saloon and Absinthe, for sure. Probably my #1 show in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Absinthe is definitely my #1
Isn't
show.
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
100%.
Yeah. Boom.
100%.
We got
I mean,
that,
the
yeah.
hosts are hilarious.
So,
I mean,
right?
yeah. You can't get past them.
Right?
The Gazillionaire and Penny.
Oh, now they take things way over the edge.
I love it.
So technically, disco show. The first question people have asked me this week is where it's at. Where is it? And it's actually off the Link Promenade. It's actually in the Link Hotel, but they're not advertising it as being in the Link for some reason. But they're calling it 3535 Las Vegas Boulevard because what they've done is they've kind of created a giant New York loft kind of warehouse vibe for the performance space. Very immersive. There's restaurants, there's bars, and there's performers all around you. But this is the hot show.
It is.
Open
It just
right
opened.
now. Yep.
This week, right?
Do we have a look at the video, Cass?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's check it out. It opens. So you can hear classic disco hits that we all know, and I think there's some original disco mixed in. Okay. Oh yeah, we got drag queens, we got roller skaters. This show is so hot.
Hey!
Hey! Oh! So you'll notice that those are people just attending the show. This is not a sit down in your seat and watch other people move. This is a get up on the dance floor and participate.
Plot, put it in your basket. Take the plot.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I love this song. Were you as a dancer, like when you watched it, you were like this? Oh, I want to do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think I would if I were you.
Even if you're not
weird?
a dancer, you hear this music and you want to dance, you know?
That's a little video from the party afterwards. I think we have a couple of pics too. I think it's so true. It's so weird how disco music has endured. Why do we still love disco?
Because it's happy music.
It's timeless, too.
Yeah, timeless. It's timeless. It's happy. Like the beat, you can't just, your shoulder just goes, you know?
Yeah. And there's like, it's a little funky, right? I mean,
The beat goes on.
I I remember Saturday Night Live like as a kid, or Saturday Night Fever rather. Saturday Night Live. I remember Saturday Night Fever as a kid. I actually watched Paramount Plus is playing Grease right now. And I just watched Grease, which of course just reminds me of disco because of John Travolta, right? Not that it was set in the 70s, but we just love that.
good.
So that is definitely the show to see. Hey, LD, we got a shout out from one of our viewers, LD. Thank you so much. Rusty Myers is back. Hey, Rusty. Hey. Johnny, Rusty's a big fan of Johnny's. I don't know if you just saw Johnny. He popped in as Austin Powers. We're pretty excited to have him. And yeah.
So fitting for our disco chat, you know?
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's almost like it was planned.
Right. I know. No, it's all on theme. It's a disco theme, for sure.
And I'm even wearing my flares right now. You see that?
Oh,
I am.
trending.
Those are so
It's
cute.
like I planned this disco chat.
Did you just get these because flare pants are just coming back?
I've had them for a minute now, but I started wearing them a lot because I started liking them a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're coming back, and I'm like, oh, I actually have something like that.
I love that they're like open on the side. That's so
it's a little,
cute.
yeah, right? Thanks.
So cute.
Thanks. Just a little like.
Love.
So I have to go see the disco show, and I'm gonna wear these.
I love them. They look hot on you.
You know, I got them from like a second hand. You know, I think like a Buffalo Exchange or something. One time I was looking through, and I was like, oh, that. And the tag is actually Forever 21. So like,
Nice.
they're not even like vintage. They're because what do they say? Every 10 years or something, the style comes back.
Yeah,
So
it's
now like
true.
everyone's making flares again.
I was a little bit of a late adopter to skinny jeans. I was wearing wide jeans in like high school.
Okay.
Okay. And then I had to kind of like really push to get into the skinny jeans. But I'm ready. So I'm doing this in stages, right? Because now I got to like get out of my skinny jeans. So I got some flare jeans, but I haven't tried them on yet.
Oh, you do? Where'd you get them from?
7.
Oh, okay.
You know that company?
Okay, yes.
7. I am psyched. I can't wait to wear them.
that's cool.
What are you doing, Cass? Do you have any flare jeans yet?
No, but I want to step into the flare jeans. Right now I'm wearing wide high-waisted, but high-waisted is going out.
Well, these
Low
are
waist is coming in.
these are high waist flare jeans.
That's my favorite. I love that. I love that so much.
Are you just giving that information because we did that interview with the fashion store owner? Or are you hearing that on your own too?
I've been seeing it like on TikTok, online, like even before we did that interview, like low rise is coming back, but you gotta be skinny.
Yeah,
You gotta be
I'm
skinny.
like,
Full on Christina
too
Aguilera
much.
bare belly stuff's coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, no. There's just certain things that don't need to, you know, like remember like in the, was it the 90s or something? And like there was a like G-string over the jean thing.
That's coming back too.
No.
It is.
No.
It totally is.
You mean G-strings?
Yeah.
I mean like
the
low
Britney
rise
Spears.
G-string
Yeah.
up like over your hip.
Yeah. Like the
And then
G-string coming
small
up.
shirt.
Like,
Yeah. It's coming. It's
Oh,
it's
little
coming our
crop
way.
top. Little
crop
You know
top.
what? Some people just have. Danny has the body for everything, so she can make everything good. She can make everything good.
have you seen yourself lately?
Y'all don't want to see my belly out. Okay. Hello from Switzerland. Oh my gosh, we love it when we have people chiming in from Europe. Good evening. I would imagine it's about bedtime there, Mr. Robbie. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
I love myself some Switzerland. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited in my life. So thank you for joining us today. A couple other things we want to tell you that are brand new in Vegas that we've already talked about, but they're worth revisiting because they're happening this month. There's a pop-up steak house over at the Wynn.
What?
Have you heard about this?
I didn't. No.
Do you watch Yellowstone at all?
You know, I haven't. I hear it's fantastic though.
So the guy who created Yellowstone is actually affiliated with this restaurant.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
And the ranch out of Texas where the beef is coming from. So this is a very high-end, very bougie steakhouse that is a pop-up. We don't know how long it'll be at the Wynn. But I can guarantee you, so I went to Sinatra's for a birthday dinner with some friends on Sunday night. I had just, do you know, have you guys been to Sinatra's at the Wynn?
Yes.
No.
It's been a minute though. I
haven't.
It's been a minute since I've been.
Did they bring you a chair for your purse?
Yes.
They bring you a small chair next to your chair to put your purse on.
I was like me at the movies last night, like trying to pick a spot that there's a spot next to me open so I can put my purse
so you don't
next to
have
me
to
at the movie theater.
Put it on the sticky floor?
Yeah,
with the
because at the
spilled
movie
Coke?
theaters they don't bring you a chair for your purse.
What movie did you see?
I saw the Blake Lively one, just the two of us. Is that what it's called?
Oh,
Just
it
as-
ends with us.
It ends
That
with us.
one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
yes.
the two. I'm just making stuff
We
up
can
over
make
here.
it if we try. We're back in the 70s with that.
Yeah, it was
How's the
really
movie?
good. It was really good. Yeah, have you heard anything about this movie?
I
yet?
haven't. It sounds like Cass has, though.
No, I mean, I haven't seen it. I don't know a lot about it. But my sister and my stepmom, they read the book, and they're really big fans of the book.
Okay.
And wanted to go see the movie.
Cool. And I guess I don't really know the whole story, so can't speak to it all the way to the end here, but I guess there's been a little bit of controversy about it because Blake Lively was a producer on it, and she's obviously one of the main characters, and then her co-star was the director as well, and I guess it has to do with some domestic violence issues, and I guess in the movie they portray it, without giving it away, not quite to the extent that the book does. And so there's some controversy amongst that and been some things out. So I found that out like literally 5 minutes before I walked into the movie. And so as I was watching the movie, then I was like, and not just immersed in the story. I was actually like kind of analyzing like, oh, I can see this. And yeah, so you should see it though. I think you'd like it. And
Sounds like it was a pretty heavy subject.
yeah,
And
but the
so-
love story is really great. It's interesting how like you're so pulled because the love story and the connection of the characters like were at some moments just so charming and loving. Like I don't know, I cried throughout the entire thing.
Did you read the book?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I had never even heard of the book before. You read the book or no?
No, I didn't. I had some family members that did and said it was really good.
And did any of them see the movie yet?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Because I'm curious if you read the book, what you think of the movie, because I think that's where people are not seeing eye to eye. Yeah.
Good for her for producing. I'm noticing that
Yes.
more and more with actresses that they're producing the projects they're involved in, and that's such a natural thing that you'd want to be a little more invested money-wise. I mean, I'm thinking of Margot Robbie on Barbie. That was just like an epic win for her.
Yeah.
And I love that. Speaking of beautiful Australian women, I cried at the end of Grease last night.
You did?
I did. Okay, follow me, you guys. Everyone's seen the original movie Grease, right? With John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Of course.
As a kid, that was my favorite film.
Yeah, fair.
Okay?
It still is a fan fave for me.
I've seen it for sure over 50 times, probably closer to 100 times.
Wow.
Every single line and gesture I have memorized.
You know.
So my husband's out of town last night, TMI, but so I watched Grease by myself, and at the end I cried, but it's why I cried. It's not just because Danny and Sandy get together, which is like endlessly fulfilling.
Right, it is. It's
Especially
that
'cause-
heartwarming love story.
Sandy really was like starting to bug me with her prudeness. And I
Yes.
was like, come on,
You're like,
girl.
come on.
And I was like,
Put the
yes,
leather on.
She is winning. She's winning
spandex
in that
on.
leather.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
And
she's
she
winning.
feels herself. So
Yeah,
I
she
think
feels
there's
herself.
an empowerment as a woman. You're
Yes.
like, that's, yeah.
Because honestly, John Travolta just rules that movie. John Travolta is emanating such incredible charisma throughout that full movie. It's just shocking.
And he's the sex pot.
Holy
The consistent
socks.
sex pot. And you're like, what about her?
I also just really felt that all these years I've underestimated how hot Kaneki was, like the
I
character.
know. Yeah.
Fully
yeah.
hot.
Yeah, totally.
Fully hot. So yeah, in the end, when Sandy, but do you know why I cried at the end?
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for this. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Tell us.
I cried because I think this is one of the first times in my life when I watched it when I was actually older than the characters, like the actors, Sandy and Danny, and I was like, they were just so young and beautiful. Now I'm talking about, no, I'm serious. Like obviously I'm in a different place. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John were so young and so beautiful
Yes.
and so talented, and I
Yes.
literally cried for their talent.
Yeah. Oh, that's really special though.
That's such a great way to look at it.
Yeah. It's so mature.
It is.
No, that like when you have a newfound appreciation, you know?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was like appreciating a holiday in a different at a different age, at a different I'm in a
100%.
different decade.
100%. 100%. And that is like, you don't see a lot, even the most talented people, you don't see a lot of people that are that kind of triple threat. Like they literally could act, sing, dance in a movie. and it's not like a musical, you know, it was just perfect.
And the little moments, like all the subtle moments. Okay, I could do a whole podcast about Grease. I should just stop. I love that movie so much.
If we do though, we have
Okay.
to dress apart.
I also, not to be macabre, but I also was tearing up a little bit because I know Olivia Newton-John has passed on.
Yeah.
And so, and of
It's
course,
like the end of an era.
she had such a beautiful contribution to the world by all the support she lent to breast cancer.
Yeah.
And of course, she suffered from breast cancer
Yeah.
as well. So anyway, Cass,
Yes.
what else do we have lined up to show off to people? Can we show my Chelsea Handler picture again?
Yeah.
Let's go back to our, we need a little
Absolutely.
cheer up.
So did you love the show? I've
Dude.
never seen her live. I'm so curious about it.
I love
She's
her so
so
much.
cool.
Now, I will tell
She's
you,
so cool.
in this moment, so I got to share a moment with her, which was brilliant. And I'm just going to tell you, I don't know if you've met, I know, Danny, you've met a lot of people who are famous.
Right.
Okay.
Being in the industry, you
Being
do,
in the
right?
industry, you perform with many people. Danny is the resident dance captain for ZZ Top.
Yeah, I get to work with ZZ Top when they're here. That's pretty cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah, and Billy Gibbons is amazing. Such a nice human, like so down to earth, so cool. The fact that I get to share a stage, like, I don't know, sometimes you just kind of look around and you're like,
You're like, I'm
then
the
I'm like,
lead
be
dancer
cool,
for
be
ZZ
cool.
Top. It's
You're not
true.
being cool.
And I mean, the fun thing is, I've interviewed them a couple times when they're here. I love them. They're legends, right? And so they
are.
carry with them this fan base of people who've been following them for decades.
Over
and-
50 years.
And they come
Isn't
to
that
Vegas just to see them.
amazing. Yeah,
It's very exciting.
it's so cool. It's pretty cool.
I love that for you. So when I met Chelsea Handler, I love Chelsea Handler so much. Cass, I told you this, right? I've read all of her books. I've listened to her podcast for years. I don't
she
know.
had the TV show way back.
Oh yeah,
The late
Chelsea lately.
lately. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that
her late
too.
night.
Her
I
late
mean,
night.
those are even great clips to watch,
I know.
like on YouTube.
I know. She's just very witty. But I feel like
so
people
funny.
either love her or they don't.
Well, I have a theory about people who don't like her. Well, first of all, stand-ups sometimes rub people wrong. There's a
Yes.
couple stand-ups that rub me wrong.
Fair. Because
I can
which-
accept one person being extremely crude, and then I can hear it from somebody else and they offend me. You know who was super funny as well? Carlos Mencia right now.
oh yes, 100%.
He is
Hilarious.
absolutely fantastic.
Hilarious.
I went to his show. He's playing in Vegas right now. If you're coming, look him up. I fully expected to not necessarily enjoy him. And I'm
But
like,
you did.
I was completely open to his comedy.
Interesting.
Laugh my butt off.
So wait, hold on. So when you met Chelsea, did it live up to everything and more? Like,
Listen, when I met Chelsea, I was just trying to control myself because I was,
You're like,
you
I just-
guys,
you're
it's so
fangirling.
bad. I was fangirling,
you had
and
the
I was
fangirl
like,
goggles on. It didn't matter what she did.
I needed her to know that I knew I recognized her, that I was a fan. And so of all the things I could have said to Chelsea Handler, I said, congrats on your new dog. Because she got a new chow. She loves dogs.
Okay.
She loves.
I know
she's-
she loves dogs.
She's
That-
obsessed.
yes.
Obsessed with her dog.
But so
She
you
just
saw
got
on
a new
social
chow
media.
glass. Well, no, I know everything about her dog. Like I know that her dog went poo in her condo in Canada. I know that her dog has been at the trainer and back. I know that her
Okay.
dog was like flown first class out to New York.
Did she
'cause
look at you
missed him.
and was like,
She was kind of like, she was super nice, but I think she had that wallop of like, creepy people are telling me things right now.
about my dog?
Yeah, I can see it.
And look at her face. She's like, hurry up, take the photo.
But this is the greatest thing about Instagram. 'cause
And you're
doesn't
cheesing.
it look
That's so
like
cute.
I'm hanging out with Chelsea Handler?
It does, but
I'm fangirling on Chelsea Handler.
Question: who's that head? Who's that? What's the head?
Some lady I cut out of the picture. And then the other lady with the blonde hair on the other side.
It looks like it could be you again.
She was taking a selfie of herself to try to get Chelsea in the photo. I'm like, it's
She
my
probably
photo
got her
time.
kneecap.
That's hilarious.
It's my photo time with Chelsea.
It's my photo. Cut them out.
But honestly, I'll tell you what surprised me about her in person. She is one extremely statuesque in shape gal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she can rock a pant, like she had a little jumper on. She is a beautiful
She's very
woman.
fit.
Yeah,
I've seen her
she's
ski.
very fit.
She skis a lot.
She does.
I see it on social media because at one point in time, I was always like, my girlfriends and I, we have pretty much the same-ish birthday. And we both love Chelsea. And we would see her social media videos. And for her 40th birthday, she was going down the ski slopes, and because she's Canadian, so she had a Canadian pasty and an American pasty, holding a cocktail and then smoking a cigarette. And she was like, this is 40. So my friend and I were like, I think for our 40th birthdays, we have to do that. We've got to do that. So we started going up to Mount Charleston to do skiing. We skied one time. We said, you know what? I think we're going to change our birthday plans because we couldn't get down that hill with the poles. We're like, and we have to hold stuff? Like, that takes some talent.
Are you new to skiing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've just like on and off every couple times since I was a kid. And I know I'm a New Yorker, but I'm not a cold weather person.
We're going.
Okay.
I grew up skiing. Okay. We're going. We're going. Skiing, I got that down.
Okay, perfect.
You know why? Because it's one of those things, and I wish my parents would have put me like in Spanish classes like a 2-year-old, because I started skiing when I was about 4. And so I'm a really good
So
skier.
you get it. Okay.
But it's because I had that early. Is there anything your parents did with you at a young age you think really
ballet,
stuck with you?
And that's why I feel that I'm a dancer, because at 4 years old, I was literally in ballet class, and I did all the other sports and stuff, but then you get to a certain age and you're like, well, what do I like doing? Well, what am I good at? The thing I've been doing since I was 4, you know? Why am I gonna start skiing if I already have a history of dancing? I will ski with you, though.
I would love to ski with
Be
you.
patient.
Cass, do you ski?
I don't. I've never skied or snowboarded.
I'm
I came
really
this close
surprised.
last Christmas, this close to Jackson Hole, and I got COVID. And
See,
so
I
couldn't.
truly believe the universe was looking out for you kids.
Oh man, I want to so bad. My mom's a skier. I think it'd be so fun. I lived in Idaho like almost my whole life and did not ski or snowboard. I missed out.
There's still time. It is a little tougher as an adult, but my dad was a really excellent skier, and he has taught a lot of people to ski. And it is possible as an adult. It's harder, but it's absolutely possible.
Yeah.
So get out there, you guys. I know our friend watching from Switzerland has got to be a skier, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, but that's what
Eliza
people say about me.
Schlesinger is so funny. We've got some people who love some stand-ups here.
Oh,
Yay.
Nice. Another New Yorker that doesn't ski.
I
High
live
five.
in Switzerland.
Yes.
Can't even ice skate or roller skate. Hey,
Yes.
You can't ice skate or roller skate. Okay.
I ice skate and roller skate.
I
Love
can
it.
do that too. Yeah, yeah,
Lo-
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you have some
Yeah,
cold weather fun.
Yeah. I'm a cold weather Grinch.
Roller
Really like
skating.
Christmas.
That's another thing. Have you got I have not been to the roller skating rink here in Vegas, but
I
we have a
have.
good one.
Yeah.
I know you have. Tell me about it.
It's fun. It reminds me of like when I was in like 5th grade, you know, when you do the roller skating parties.
Yes.
And I even have my own skates now. And I have laces that light up. So like you press a little button and my laces like all light up in my roller skates. And my roller skates are like the color of your computer. That like MacBook gloss.
Rose,
Rose like metallic.
but
rose
shiny.
metallic. Shiny rose metallic.
If I take you skiing, will you take me roller skating?
100%.
Oh, wow.
100%. Land, I can do. Water, I can do.
I can do.
Well, actually, no, not snowy land. I do take that.
Oh,
back.
but you water ski too, because you go out on the boat a lot.
Yeah,
so
I
Danny
can
has
water
a boat.
ski. It's been a minute since I've done that, but
I
like
love water
feel more
skiing.
comfortable doing that than I don't know going down a big hill like that. I don't know. I just picture myself like one of those cartoons that like starts collecting snow and I'm like a snowball and all you see are like my skis and my poles out of the snowball at the bottom of the hill.
No.
That's so mean.
Listen, first of all, you don't start on anything called a big hill. You start on the bunny hill.
Oh,
So
that's a big hill for me.
I know. Anything that makes you go down,
Yep.
but it's all doable. You
Okay.
got to learn how snow plow. The key is
Yes.
the
Or
snow
pizza.
plow.
I've heard it called
They
pizza
call it
too.
the pizza. Okay.
Pizza or snowplow, yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard
Pizza
pizza
slice,
too.
pizza wedge.
Yep.
That's all I do is wedge.
All right. Well, this has been a whole lot of fun. Cass, do we have anything else that we didn't get to today that we wanted to show off?
It looks like we went through all of our great, beautiful pictures. We went through the steakhouse.
I mean, we
saw
had Johnny
John.
join us
Yep.
as Austin Powers. By the way, you helped Johnny pack for all these big trips. I would imagine that once he's gone through a Austin Powers suit for 8 to 10 hours, he's got to wear a different one the next day.
Yeah, he's got
Because that is some hot business.
he's got 3 different ones. He's got a red one, a purple one, and a blue one. So
sweaty.
He's pretty good. If he's
Yeah.
going for like a few days,
It's a lot of
he's got it
polyester.
set. Oh
Johnny-
my God.
Johnny-
It gets so hot too. It's so many layers.
Yeah, ruffles.
God, in the summer too.
It's
And
like
he's
one
got
of
a wig
these-
on.
Oh,
These crazy things where men are always hotter. It doesn't even make sense. Men run hot, and they're always wearing multi-layered suits. And here we are with bare limbs.
yeah. And I'm
And
still
bare
hot.
legs. Well, it's because you're dancing.
Yeah, I've been moving a lot.
That's right. Danny, where can people find you on social media?
Find me, Danny Elizabeth, on Instagram and Facebook, Danny Showgirl, and TikTok as well. Yeah.
Danny has
Danny Showgirl.
so many great recommendations for Las Vegas. If you're coming to Vegas, DM Danny. She loves that. Also, one of my favorite guests because she brings cold brew when she comes.
Take care of my girl.
And yeah, that's right. You got me. Thanks for joining us, guys, for episode 15 of the JJ and Johnny Show. We'll be back next week. Johnny will be here.
Yay!
And thanks for joining
Thank
me,
you so much for
Danny.
having me.
Yes.
This was so fun. Thank
Absolutely.
you guys.
Next time we do this, we should bring dogs.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
we've
that's
got
a
a bunch.
great
We both have
Yeah.
little dogs that we love. All right, guys. See you next week. Have a brilliant week.
All right, bye everybody.